Hi everyone, we are back and this is the Pelligra SA Open men's bronze medal match. You're here, joined by me, Renee Van Hook, and I'm here with Regan Fathers. Regan, it's perfect weather, the wind is minimal, it's what, 23 degrees, sunny, the sand's getting a bit hot, but aside from that, there's a whole lot of shade here, there's a whole lot of people, the bar's open. What more could we want right now?
Not much more, Renee. It's pretty pristine at the moment. We're here for the men's bronze medal match between Garen Anyang and Klaas McIntosh, who are our second seed coming into this competition. And we've got Damien Schumann and Aaron Crook, who were the sixth seed coming in. A bit of a background on both of these teams and their journey to this bronze medal match. Garen and Klaas finished second in their pool play, actually going down in one game, but they won a huge quarterfinal against the number one seed Merritt and Grocott. So lots of momentum for them coming in there. They just went down to Sinclair and Walker in the semi-final, so find themselves here in the bronze medal match. And we've got Damien and Aaron now. They went undefeated in pool play and had a pretty cruisy quarterfinal against Burke and Taylor. And then we had the battle of the brothers in the semi-final, coming up against Justin Schumann and his partner James Kay. Justin and James getting up 2 sets against the two older gentlemen in that game, so find themselves here in this bronze medal match. Bit of history with these two teams here, I believe. You know, Damien Schumann, Aaron Crook have been playing beach volleyball probably with each other to a certain extent for the better part of 20 plus years.
Before we were born, right, Regan?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you these days, 20, Renee? Absolutely.
Something like that.
And then two guys that are no strangers to the elite competition. Garen and Klaas have, I believe this is their first year as a pairing. I could be proven wrong. But Garen had been playing with Justin Schumann for quite some time there. So could be a new pairing that we're looking at this year, but both very physical players. Both come in, like to be nice and aggressive, bring a bit more of those young, fresh bodies to the court. So with the wind here, it could be looking at a difference between power and placement, with the power team being Garen and Klaas and the placement being Damien and Aaron. But I think they've still got some power in those legs. It wouldn't surprise me if we see two of those older gentlemen getting up and ripping on some of those balls.
Yeah, as you mentioned, a whole lot of experience. No one is an amateur to a medal match here, nor are they junior to the sand here at the SA Open. Pretty excited to see what happens. I mean, they've played against each other, with each other in various forms over the years. It's new, but it's not that new, so to speak. The weather could not be any better. The wind, if you're watching at home, the wind is just travelling from far to near, coming towards us, and we get a little bit of a drop on serve. But aside from that, I don't see it too much affecting the previous game, the women's bronze medal match. If you're anywhere near Glenelg today, please pop down. There's a whole lot of shade here, but even more than that, there's some beautiful seats, sand side, ready to take on the medal matches. We've got 2 more left after this, and that'll be it for the SA Open for 2026.
Both in 2025 and 2023 is the current Victorian Open champion. Put your hands together for Garang and Yang.
Garang and Yang as well, seen here on a yearly basis. Like you said before, a few different partners in the mix over the years, but always incredibly successful and a really exciting player to watch.
Absolutely, we see him up at the net. We see him with some silky hands as well. Not shy to the handset and not shy for a rip on the ball. We go over to our team in blue introductions here. I believe our MC for today, Nathan McLeod, some may know him as Wombat. He's on the microphone today. You can tell he's been around the beach volleyball scene for a while, especially with Crooksy and Damo. There's a couple of extra additional notes coming out from Wombat today as he introduces Damien Schumann, the Victorian, the Olympian.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no shortage of Olympians floating around today or this weekend, Renee. I believe there was 7 floating around at some point throughout the weekend, whether they were playing or whether they were just here a part of it. Some phenomenal talent around on Glenelg Beach.
And we are gearing up here for the first serve.
We have Anyang and Klaas to serve. Just going wide. Aggressive on that first point. Not what you necessarily want, but could be part of the strategy with that aggressive serve. Now, Crooksy absolutely lost that ball. Jumped up on the block. Plus just putting it into that antenna. Ball sat on the top of the tape for a second or two. Crooksy turned around and looked at Damo and said, "Where is it?"
It's almost 2 o'clock. Sun is top of the sky, and we can just see them get there again. Early days in this first set. I don't mind it. Get all of these out of the way now.
Yeah, brush off those cobwebs, whatever you might have from the earlier game.
Good swing. Just finding line around the block there of Crooksy. Klaas here to serve.
Good aggressive side out from him there. A bit shaky on those first 2 balls. That's got to be a good confidence boost for him now. Nice controlled pass from Crooksy. In nice and early, takes that quick look. Where's the defender? Puts it where they're not. Disciplined volleyball.
Lovely.
Great again from Klaas. Same thing. Nice controlled pass. Allows Grang to set him up. Just goes at it. Has a swing.
Crisp sets as well from Grang. Second service error from Grang in this set. 5-2.
Great end to start for Crooksy and Damo. Change with the wind now. They're no strangers to the wind, but let's see how it affects Klaas and Garang. Great slow down by Crooksy. Just out of reach for Damo.
Crooksy brings the height in this pairing, but just didn't make a decision early enough on that cross ball.
Pressure serve. Good handset from Damo, just off the net. Not quite able to be super aggressive with it.
Oh, great spot. Placement there from Klaas. And pulling off early there from the boys.
It's a good reminder for the boys in blue. Klaas has that cut as well as that power. Got a replay call. Ball has come onto the court. Unfortunate. It's a good swing and great coverage there. Had another look at it, but can't be playing with the ball on the court. Oh, it's the greatest replay point you'll ever get.
Draws up the service error. It is Crooksy to serve.
Great swing by Garang. Sees the pull on the defense, takes it high, snaps it just at 75%. You got a pulling defender down the line. You've got Damo sitting in that cross court. Pins that middle. Neither player able to get to it. Now he gets a chance to serve.
Great ball around the block there. Just taking line. Damien Schumann, no amateur to setting things up. So clean, so reliable.
Trouble in the net. Klaas able to recover it. Good dig. Opportunity for Garang. And just rude by Crooksy on one.
Great ball to keep alive. Garang had a couple of miss hits there, but knew his place to keep the ball going. Crooksy just too much foresight for him.
Crooksy with a monster block. He may not be the tallest of players, but he is a very physical individual, no stranger to being high and above the net.
Class has got some height on Crooksy as well. I don't mind him going for a big swing this early in the first set. Schumann just playing with the wind on that serve. Just wide into that antenna there from Klaas McIntosh. 10-5 is the score.
First setting error we've seen from Grung. He's been very clean so far. That one just not quite square to the net due to a tighter pass and carries his partner off the net. Challenging them short, Damo. Klaas says, doesn't matter, I'll bang it anyways. Excellent pass on the short serve, using that height.
I think that's his third or fourth kill line at the moment. I think, you know, you can definitely see that Klaas is trying to get Crooksy to just step that further sideways, give him some more angle. He's not going to do it just yet.
We've seen, like you said, Renee, we've seen Klaas cut a couple down that line, and the one that he tried to hammer cross court, Crooksy roofed him. So could be a strategy that Damo and Crooksy are sticking with. We'll have to watch that a bit closer, but unfortunately there, serving into the net doesn't give yourself a chance.
Yeah, good. There we are. Take him to the stick and make some options for you cross court. The team in red here, Garang and Klaas, need to make sure that the service errors aren't becoming the best of them. Had 4 so far. The lead is only 5. Great spot there.
Another one by Crooksy. That ball coming through the middle this time. Crooksy opting to jump right. Damo shifting left into that defensive position. Klaas decided to take on Crooksy and lost that one.
Set. Well done. Fireball there.
First technical timeout of the men's bronze medal match for the Pelligra SA Open. Volleyball SA does wish to thank Pelligra for their ongoing support as the naming rights sponsor of the SA Open. Thanks to Pelligra's support, Volleyball SA can showcase the athleticism of our elite athletes in SA on the national stage and show why volleyball is a globally loved game. Globally loved indeed, Renee. Just look at so many countries across the world. Volleyball is one of those sports you see being played on the beaches anywhere you go.
Absolutely. I'm just looking into the crowd here, Regan. We've got a nice sign made here for the team in red. We've got "Here Comes Santa Claus."
And we have a Santa Claus.
And we have a Santa Claus. Love that. It's not quite the weather, but it's Australian summer.
Out of this technical timeout, Schumann Cook, 13-8. Nice high line by Aaron there. Getting to the top of his reach, taking it high, taking it early, just out of reach of Klaas as the blocker and just out of reach of Garang in that backcourt.
Ooh, great leave there. He's calling touches, but confident leave.
Klaas and Garang immediately looked at the head ref, thinking that there might have been a touch on the block, but not to be. Crooksy and Damo continue to increase their lead here. Early pull, pokey dig.
Love that.
Oh,
Great swing, great pass. Off hands.
Damo Schumann treating that hard-driven ball like it's a free ball to get a set from Crooksy, and then just sees that outside hand of the blocker and thinks, you know what, I don't really need to jump too high. I'll find the court on this one. I'm just going to hit that off that outside hand. Excellent control. Trouble on serve.
Smart play. Well done. You can tell the experience is over here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just seeing a general level of control and discipline from Damo and Crooksy at the moment. Klaas and Garang just seem to sometimes be chasing the ball a little bit. Whoa, not on that occasion though.
Well done.
Klaas sees that pull, challenges Crooksy.
Great serve there.
Excellent set over Damo's shoulder to put Crooksy in an excellent position, opening up that cross court, letting him rip on it, just going underneath the blocker and inside the defense. 3 points away here.
Well done.
Two very different styles of offense we're looking at here, Renee, and even the serve receive. Klaas and Garang opting for that higher pass, higher set. Higher set obviously allowing them to use their size and athleticism. The higher pass, I think, could potentially be playing a factor, but both of them have shown some pretty good hand setting. Damo and Crooksy running just a little bit quicker, keeping the ball underneath the wind. Keeping the ball a little too low that time, Crooksy, though, however. We've got an ace from Klaas.
Klaas is making some really smart decisions on this side, keeping his space, holding the pace of the game.
Nice early call from Damo.
Don't mind that, though. It is 19-11 here.
Oh, hand dig by Damo Schumann into a dropping to his knees hand set. Little bit out of reach for Damo even, but he's able to somehow get his outstretched hand underneath that ball and cut it sharp in front of Klaas. It's phenomenal ball control displayed there in 3 contacts in a row. Again.
Just holding on here. It is 12-20 with Garang back to serve.
Good pressure on serve.
Great shot there from Damien Schumann to draw up the first set. 21-12. Regan, two very different styles of play here, and 2 different teams. What do you feel that Garang and Klaas are missing at the moment to really compete with these?
Just at the moment, it's just the unforced errors for them. A couple of serves in situations where Damo and Crooksy have had a few points in a row, and you've got to get that serve in, got to give yourselves the chance. So I like the aggression that we're seeing on serve, but a little bit more consistency. Something that we haven't seen much of either, except towards the back end there, is a serve at Damo. They were really focused on Crooksy at the start there. Could be worth with a scoreline like that, just changing it up, seeing if Damo can hold his own as much as Crooksy has. Continuing to use their height, though, I think needs to be the main focus.
Definitely. Both are very deep players. They want to play into those deep corners and the baseline, but not with a whole lot of topspin. I think I'd love to see some change in shot. They're pretty predictable at this point. Crooksy still hasn't moved his block form, leaving a lot of line, and Klaas has gone for it 2-3 times. But outside of that, there's not a lot to change.
Yeah, Klaas had a lot of luck down that line in the first set, and he seemed to go away from it. So, I don't know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Renee. So,
true.
Serves kept on Klaas to start this set. Good digs by both teams to start. Oh, aggressive. Bit of spin on that ball. Damo and Crooksy are not going to like that one.
You can't get caught up in the ref's decision, though. You got to play the ball, and it's all good and well to give the ref some eyes at the end of the point, but you got to play it while it's alive. First ref just makes sure that he doesn't come over.
Damo wanted to have a chat. I had ref didn't want any of it.
And sometimes in a situation like this, where both teams probably acknowledge that could have been a bit of a movement on the ball there, it at least puts a bit of pressure on the next points. Everyone's eyes are peaked, so to say.
You would hope that Damo's next set's a clean one, wouldn't you, Renee?
I'm going for the toppy here.
Oh, it's Damo with just a crisp short cut shot directly over Klaas.
Timing too.
Just high enough that it gets over the block, but just low enough that it doesn't allow Klaas to land and get the ball. Great control. Crooksy again. Klaas again bringing that low into that cross court. Like you said, Renee, Crook hasn't changed his block form all game. He's been holding that cross court, waiting diligently.
Yeah.
Snatches up another.
Garang's setting for a tall man's game, and yet Crooksy's there every time. I think that's the smart ball with a little bit more space on the set.
In transition, these two at the moment just have that ball on a string.
I don't think you could practice that shot.
Even the defensive contact, just a two-hand slap. Change up of offense here, going behind. Net touch on someone.
Yeah. I don't mind the change of technique.
The thought that it's the right idea. The idea is there. Our offense isn't working. Let's change something. Go behind. Unfortunately for Garang, he hasn't set behind all game, so just set slightly tight there. Now they opt back to go back.
Well done. Got to make the most of that. Seeing that early pull off the net, open net, have to go for it.
Damon Schumann doing what he does best, and that is see the open court.
In saying that, Klaas, I don't think we've seen pull much at all, if any, this game so far, and I think Damon's going to keep doing that until he does so. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, like you said.
Not quite tight enough for Klaas to have a real aggressive. There you go, Renee. Asking you shall receive. Makes the pull that you were just speaking about, but gets caught up a little. Stabs an arm at it. Just not high enough for Garang to get to that. I think you're right. It was the right move, right play, just not quite the execution on contact.
Switch sides here as well. Go for two. Well done.
First two ball. Starting to see some variety come out of their offense now.
Absolutely.
Doesn't look like Damo and Aaron want to let that serve up off of Klaas at all, so let's see if we can get Garang involved. Damo, I think, getting a little lucky there, hitting into the meat of Klaas only for it to go wide.
Definitely a little lucky there, but in the lead here, 7-3, Crook serving. Oh. Garang giving up on that ball so early.
Definitely thought that was going over and got a little bit of a shock when it bounced back on his side, actually.
And those watching know if you make a little bit of a mistake, a bit of a screw up during the rally, you've got the rest of the rally to redeem yourself, and you've got to work extra hard for it.
Class opting for a cut shot there, but getting underneath it. Low arm, unforced error, and we have a timeout. Crooksy and Damo in a comfortable position in this second set. They lead the game 1-0 and lead this set 3-9. Renee, you asked the question last time out. What do you think Garang and Class are talking about? That was at the set switch, sorry. What do you think's going on in that conversation with Crooksy and Damo?
What do I think's happening with Crooksy and Damo? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think they're putting a lot of pressure on them. I mean, we've just seen Class and Garang go for some pretty low percentage shots that we haven't seen so far. They're trying to play a different style that they're used to. I mean, ultimately, from Damo and Crooksy, that's what you want. You want the other team to be trying to think outside the box and go for things that are low percentage shots. I think the serve has been fantastic. These short floats are working with the wind and keeping the boys close to the net. I think with them keeping close to the net and these really high sets, they're getting a great opportunity to block.
Straight in for a 2-ball for Garang. The variety in offense is becoming quite obvious now. Varying things up. I don't think they're going to be able to do pass set, high outside swing over and over again. This is a pairing in blue that are just too well versed with basic offenses. You've got to keep them guessing. Both players in the right spot there, boys in red. Class with a good block. Garang in the right defensive position. Just able to tag that sideline with a heavy swing. Not quite the time.
The score here is 14-9 to Damo and Crook.
It's a little bit of a confusion with the refereeing table at the moment. Just making sure that we've got the right scores on. A lot going on down here today, out in the sun, down in Glenelg.
Sorry. 10-4 is the score. Great set, good finish. That's the one. As soon as they have that pull off the net, the open net, they have to go for it. I like Garang and Class creating some space. You know, they've gone for those 2 balls a couple of times. Keep the blocker on their toes.
Garang not helping them with a service error. Excellent layout dig by Damo. Class opting to stay at the net. Gets a touch on that block.
Well done.
Has to stay. Is able to pull off the 180 shot.
You're not often going to be able to capitalise on some miscommunication between Damo and Crook, so you have to take it.
Good opportunity by Garang. And puts that ball away with authority. He's been waiting for a swing for quite some time. He's had to get himself in with a couple of 2 balls. Gets that dig and he's like, you know what, I need to make up for a whole set's lost.
That's the talent we know he has. We just haven't seen it so far.
The serving on Class has been pretty aggressive, forcing Garang to be a setter this game. Crooksy's setting from his knees and Damo slicing, dicing, putting it away.
Geez, nothing's too hard for these guys. That was unreal. Crooksy setting that from the sand. Great pickups. Damo, great set, that play earlier. I like the pace they're playing at as well. It's pretty different to Garang and Class.
Damo upset with himself, serving into the tape. Garang and Class just holding within an arm's length here, but have not been able to get the steals and transition plays that are needed to make up this 4-point deficit. Garang ripping out the spin serve.
I like this. I like a change up of serve tactic. However, I think this is our third toppy serve error from Garang, and I don't think it's worth that.
Got our technical timeout now. Still holding a comfortable lead, 5 points ahead. 13-8 by Crooksy and Damo.
Regan, what do you think that Garang and Class have up on the boys that they should be capitalising on right now?
The offense and the blocking, I think, is just purely size-wise. You know, it might not necessarily be showing it in this game, Renee. I think Crooksy's leading us with blocks. I don't know off the top of my head whether Class has any blocks yet. But just forcing Damo and Crooksy to play to a bit more of their style. You know, even with the high setting, I feel like they're pulling each other off the net a little bit. So maybe challenge them to choose a side, bring the ball inside. You know, we see a lot of balls high to the antenna on the left side and high to the antenna on the right side. Bring one inside the middle, use your power.
Absolutely.
See what we change up here. Opting for a back set, pulled inside. Setting just isn't there at the moment. Again, trying to change up the offense, but unfamiliar situation it looks like. Back set just falling directly on his shoulder.
Great set. There it is.
Whole line open for Garang.
Well done. That's a fantastic option. Off a high ball there. Really set blocking structure. The boys in red do perform really well straight out of the timeout. Seems to be that they just lose a little bit of consistency on their strategy as things move forward. Great serve there from Class to draw up that shank. We're not going to see many shanks from Damo, so we'll take one.
Oh, good middle serve. There we go. There's a read by Garang. Up in the middle.
Well
Gets
done.
Damo on one knee, about to make a move, and the pressure that they've been able to put on calls for a timeout. Crooksy and Damo want to talk it over. Couple of points in a row. Don't think they like that. I love this timeout, Renee. Renee, Damo and Crooksy. Nothing inherently wrong. Two good plays in a row. You know, unfortunate on the serve. They make a good play. Garang gets that dig. He's able to make a shot, catch Damo off guard. But just 2 points. That's all it takes. They might feel Garang and Class getting into a groove, so this might not even be for them to talk it over. In fact, I don't think I've seen them say a word. This could just be a chance to let the boys in red cool off a bit.
Definitely.
See if they can come back out of the timeout just as strong as they did those last 2 points.
I think this is the first time we've seen Garang and Class come out and execute really well a plan B and a different style. You know, coming up against Damo and Crook, there's not a lot of options, but they've decided they're going to go around the block. They're going to go cross-court. They're going to put a bit more pressure on Damo and the serving pressure on Damo as well. It's working at the moment. I think this offensive pressure is really going to come down to serve and set.
Another good read by Garang. He's reading Damo well right now.
Well done.
A massive swing by Garang. Damo's behind that. Somehow sticks a hand out and gets a touch on it, but too much heat.
It is 12-14. Ooh.
That looked a little sloppy out of the hands. Crooksy didn't look too happy with that contact either, but sails it long.
Point to point, that's okay. And this service pressure is just heating up as well. Class is really finding his rhythm.
I believe this is Class's 5th serve in a row, so the run that they've been looking for desperately all game is finally here.
Great pick up.
Good defense from both teams. Sensational fading away back set from Crooksy to find Damo. Just able to slot it underneath into that cross court.
(15-13). The lead is only 2 now, and we've switched sides here on centre court. The high ball there from Damo. These boys are itching for a 2, so I'm not sure that that's the right serve at this point, but Garang here back to serve.
Continuing with that topspin, using the headwind. Looks like a better toss.
Good chase. He's given up on a few of those early, so I'm glad he's chasing it. Crooks here to serve. 2 points is the gap. Great option.
I'm not sure what was said in that technical timeout when the boys in red were down, Renee, but we've seen them come out of that technical timeout with a bit of vigor, a bit of aggression, change up their gameplay a bit, putting a bit more pressure on Damo and Crooksy. Damo just staying with his signature style of game, which is crisp cut shots, taking advantage of the swings when he can.
That's the shot I'd love to see Class pull. Now's not the time to change our tactics, though, I don't think. Don't mind that at all. Well done.
Good timing, good positioning by Crooksy there on that block. That's just where Class is too big. He hit it down on top of Crooksy's hands, top of the block, muscled it through.
Grang had a couple of decisions to make there. And the wind has just picked up. Are we going for a toppy again?
Looks like he's going to use that wind. Keeps the toss low though and hits it with a bit of float. It's hard to use the wind to your advantage, Renee, if you don't give it any topspin.
That is true.
Grang on 2. Puts it away.
Well done. Oh, the pace.
That on 2 ball has been working very well for them. We're seeing it a lot with Crooksy serving. That standing serve doesn't have too much momentum to come in to get to that blocking position. Class has been able to find his pass as well, speeding it up on that first contact, giving Garang an open net. Love to see that continue.
Oh, a great ball. Class has been really consistent, grabbing those serves straight between Damo and Crooks, but a little too well there from Damo.
Miscommunication, ball down the middle.
Well done.
Pinning it down that sideline of a pulling Crooksy.
Keeping that gap at 1 point. It is 18-19. Very precarious moments in this second set. It is, of course, Damien Schumann and Matt Crook up a set. Perfect spot. Garang is going to be really frustrated about that one, but this brings up match point here on the Pelligra South Australian Open men's bronze medal match. And Damien Schumann seals the deal. That is 21-18. Matt Crook and Damien Schumann are your bronze medalists here on centre court 2026. This might be the start of this partnership. They might have a whole career left in them, Regan.
No, very comfortable game by them indeed. Never felt at any point like they were out of control. A nice push towards the back end of that game for Class and Garang, but unfortunately just a little too late. Great tournament by them overall though. It's not going home with any hardware. And just another one for Damo Schumann to add to his cabinet. Sure there's no shortage in Aaron's either.
No shortage at all. A pretty crisp and clean tournament for them. We've got the kids out here saying hi, saying congratulations. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to come back to you soon with the Pelligra SA Open Women's Gold Medal match. Speak of Olympians, speak of class on court. We're really excited to show you what's up next. We'll see you then.